Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants versus Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way. Led to some inconsistency, but I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made by...
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They got a man. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down, Rams.
On first down, Akers. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Gay on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Giants
able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
The 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The tackle by
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Akers. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 12-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play.
They'll run this with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Martinez. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Room here to run. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Kaiser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, Akers. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in the zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A good pickup there, 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Rams 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down. Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Makes the score Rams 16. Giants.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Now a run with Akers. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
He was tackled.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
The Giants will line
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there was going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Los Angeles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Throwing again. Stafford able to get away. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Troy Hill picks it. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Gay on for the point after.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
23.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8.
Kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And Barkley did not get there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
38-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones looking for the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rams 23.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
48-yard line. A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a play fake and a Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On the ground, it's Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Here's the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 31. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
23.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Here's Jones on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
2-yard loss brings up
now Jones on 3rd down. He's going to rifle. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 39 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
That makes the score.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Stafford on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Rams.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
from the 45 on second down. Stafford. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing left side, it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
10 more there and another first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Up from 10 yards out. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays right after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
To Josh Reynolds.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Stafford looks to throw again. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Rams.
To the air again, Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, the 30, 10.
This is my low,
Bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
To Tyler Higbee.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Rams first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try to push it across the end zone that way.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
At the 3-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here comes Webster. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
3-yard line.
One last throw here for Stanford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.